everybody, and welcome to another video. And Man United 2, Fulham 1. Or Fulham 1, Man United 2 because we were away. That Garnacho goal at the end is so fantastic. What a brilliant moment. And what a brilliant moment for the youngster as well. A brilliant moment. But to be honest, I thought we didn't play as well as we should have. I thought we were a bit sloppy today. Definitely not our greatest performance. We just missed lots of chances. We looked a bit sloppy. Our passing wasn't the best. We didn't have much of the ball. I think Fulham had more ball than us. But we won the game, and that's what matters. And now we can go into the World Cup with positivity because we've won the last game. So we got positivity for the World Cup now. Because if we would have lost that wouldn't be the way to end. That wouldn't be the way to end the break. So I'm happy that we've won, but I wouldn't say it was the best performance. I would say we were a bit sloppy. I thought Everton got lots of things wrong today. The player ratings are going to be very interesting. But I thought we played a bit sloppy. Fulham were better, definitely second half. We were alright first half, but Fulham were way better than us second half. They could have gone on and won it. I think if they had Mitrovic today, we would have probably lost that game. Because he is such a key player for Fulham, and he's a good player. And I don't care if people say he's slow, or he's a goal scorer. That's what he is. He's a goal scorer. And we're very lucky for Fulham not to have him today, because we would have been in trouble if we did. But we move on now. We're 3 points away from Tottenham, so we can still get top 4, but we just have to keep working and working and working. But anyway, I'll do the player ratings. I thought David De Gea was a 7. I thought he did fantastic in the second half. He made really key saves, and it made us stop conceding and stopped us from losing. That save from Ram is really a good save. What a fantastic save from David De Gea. Is it Ream? I think it's Tim Ream in it. Ream's header, but what a fantastic goal from... no, not a goal. Fantastic save from David De Gea. Malacia, I'll give him a 6. It's not easy to be a right back when you're left back. Credit to him. I thought he coped quite well with the right back position. He did look quite solid actually. I know he got bypassed a lot, but I think he's a bit rusty. He hasn't played that much games. No, he's not rusty, but he's just out of the starting 11, so he needs to get his confidence back. Yeah, but he was also playing right back as well, and he's not a right back, he's a left back. And he uses his left foot to score left foot to pass and to create stuff. So it was hard for him because he's not a right-footed player. It's his weaker foot. But he did well. He did well at the right back. I wouldn't say he was a 7. I'd say he was a 6. But he coped well. He did better than I probably thought he would do with Martinez, a 6.5. I thought he was quite stable and solid at the start, but then in the second half, Fulham completely dominated us, and our defence looked really out of pace again. After Fulham got that goal, we looked all over the place again, and we need to stop that because that nearly cost us the game when we were all over the place. But we always learn. There's always things to learn, and that was a thing to learn. Anyway, I thought he did okay in the first half. I thought he was quite good in the first half actually. His aggression was really good, his tackles was really good, but then he just dropped off a bit when Fulham scored the goal. I thought he lost it a bit, and also for Lindelof as well. I thought he lost it a bit. I thought our defence looked really vulnerable again after Fulham's goal. I thought we looked back to Maguire and Lindelof and was Wan-Bissaka and Luke Shaw. We looked quite vulnerable. Well, Luke Shaw was there anyway, so yeah. And I'll give Luke Shaw a 6.5. I thought he did well in the first half, got forward a lot, but then in the second half he was a bit dodgy. I thought the whole defence was dodgy. They were a bit all over the place when Fulham scored the first goal. But they did defend well, so credit to them for doing that. But some people gave them a 7.5. I think that's too overboard. Because they didn't keep a clean sheet, didn't they? And they didn't play really good. But yeah. Eriksen, I'll give him a 6.5 as well. I thought he was good in the first half, looked sharp, but then in the second half he tired out. He looked, became knackered, and he didn't really get into the game. So 6.5 for Eriksen. Casemiro 6, did all right, as you normally would expect him to do. He's not a player that scores goals. He's a player that holds the midfield and protects the back four, and he did that all right. I mean, actually, give him 6.5 because his aggression in the first half was fantastic, especially for that first goal. We wouldn't have scored that first goal if it wasn't for Casemiro's slide tackle, and his aggressions were brilliant. He was aggressive. He was really good in the first half, but then he dropped off in the second half. He became not knackered, but I think the team just lost their shape when Fulham scored, and then we really struggled from there. But he did all right. He did good for lots of parts of that game, but 6.5 for me. Alanga 5. I don't see him do much really. He looks off the pace. He looks like he needs a move right now on loan with Reading or Birmingham or Norwich or Burnley or these kind of championship teams, because he looks really off the pace again. I don't see how he can get better. I know his effort was there, but you expect effort, didn't you, from a young player like him? But he doesn't show enough quality for me, really. He looks a bit lost. So, he could. There is still a chance he could get back and play really well. But he's just lost at the moment. I think because he's got too much pressure on him. Because it's not nice to play. It's not nice to play the. It's puts too much pressure on you when you're expecting to do well in the Man U side. It puts too much pressure, especially when you're a young lad. He needs to go on loan and develop his career. But we'll see what happens with that, because that will be interesting. Fernandes a 6, but it would have been a 7 or 7.5 or maybe an 8 if that completely ruined him. That was Ten Hag's biggest mistake, putting Fernandes on the right wing and leaving him out on the cam. He looked lost on the right wing, but in the cam he played really well. He absolutely played really well. I thought he was quite sharp. His pressing was really good, and his passing was really good, and I thought Bruno played really well. But after that right wing, he just started looking like the bad Bruno that we saw with Brunwick again. He started losing the ball, losing his confidence. He pressed, but you expect that from Bruno. He runs around a lot, doesn't he, Bruno? He's quite an energetic boy, but he was alright. But he was alright with the right wing, but it destroyed his game a bit. So I think Ten Hag should have kicked him at the cam, and it would have been a 7 or 7.5 if he was at cam, because I thought he was absolutely brilliant at cam today. No, yesterday, because I'm doing it on Monday. But we're seeing an improvement on Bruno. He's getting back to his best. He's not as good as he was with Ollie. I thought he was more fantastic with Ollie. But he could get back to that level. He just needs to keep working and working and working. But it was a good performance from Bruno. So a 6 is harsh. I mean, might give him a 6.5. Yeah, I give him a 6.5 because he played really well in the first half, but then he drifted off in the second half. That's just because he was on his right wing position, and right wing is definitely not his position. It's the cam. He's so comfortable in the cam, and that's his position. Rashford, 5, looked a bit sloppy yesterday. Didn't really get much of the ball. I didn't really see much of Rashford. I know he got fouled a lot, but I think he didn't play his best. I think it was quite poor yesterday, and yeah. And it was like a graveyard shift when he was in striker and there was no one there. I mean, yeah. But it was quite poor from him. Yeah, he put the effort in, but he didn't. He didn't look sharp. I would say sharp in front of goal. A bit sloppy, crossing a bit sloppy, and yeah, and passing as well. Martial, a 6, did alright. Looked quite. Or should I give him a 6.5? Yeah, I give him a 6.5. Looked quite good in the first half. Got a lot of chances. Should have scored that header though. Definitely should have scored that header. That should have been a goal really. Kane would score that. Tony would score that. Haaland would score that. So he needs to score that. But yeah, it wasn't too bad from Martial. Now Garnacho, an 8. Wow, what a difference he made when he came on. I mean, I think it was as good as Aston Villa. He just looked so comfortable and he dribbled like he was brilliant. Garnacho was brilliant against Fulham again. He made us spark again. We looked better with Garnacho on, and he looks like an exciting talent, but we don't want to put too much pressure on him. We want to keep him developing, because when you put too much pressure on him, he will fade, and we don't want that. So we want to keep it calm with Garnacho. Let's not go ahead of ourselves yet. He's a good player, but he's not the best, okay? So I know he scored at the last minute, but we need to keep it calm. But a brilliant talent could become a brilliant talent if we develop him right, and I'm really happy for him. I'm really happy for him scoring that goal. It must be really nice, and let's hope if he can kick it on. Let's hope he can continue this form like he had against Aston Villa and Fulham. Who else did we have? Matt Tomley. Probably a 6. No, 5. He looked a bit. We started getting worse when we had Matt Tomley on, and that was the really substitution that Ten Hag shouldn't have made. For taking off Elanga for just Matt Tomley, he's not good. So yeah. Yeah, I don't think he was good. But yeah, you did miss a lot of headers, but he'll get there. No. Why am I saying he'll get there? Sorry, I'm drifting off a bit now. Just give him. I mean, yeah, he didn't look too good. I'm wondering who else came on. I think that was it. Yeah. So yeah, Ten Hag. Oof. That's hard. Well, you have to give him a 6 because he won the game, but we didn't keep enough of the ball. We didn't play the style he wants to play, the pressing, the possession, the dictating play, and the substitutions were not very good from Ten Hag as well. But we won the game, so you could say he got it right because we won the game. And but I wouldn't say we were good. I would say it was kind of like Southampton and Leicester, where it was just really tight and we nicked a goal, and we didn't have much of the ball. I think we only had 45 possession and Fulham had 55 possession, but we have positivity now going into the World Cup. Man U have positivity. Hopefully they will come back even stronger, and hopefully we can get top 4 this season. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We've got a World Cup. Looking forward to the World Cup. Not sure. Maybe I might do videos on the World Cup. If England win the World Cup, I might do a reaction to that. Or if Wales win the World Cup, or if there's any news. I mean, it's just not a Man U channel. It can be a football channel, but I'll see. I'll think about it. But yeah. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to give it a like. And feel free to subscribe as well. And I'll see you guys next time.